What is up, YouTube? For you, I expect 95% of you to not care about this deck list, but coming up in the creativity workshop, trying to find the craziest things until we get an actual fucking ban list out here. Like, my content well is drier than the amount of pussy I've gotten in a while. Just let that sink in for a moment. So, I've been kind of looking to the internet, kind of looking for interesting things to cover, and we actually had this deck posted by, I think it was Italian Yugioh or Ready for Duel on Facebook. This is 65th place, Blue Eyes Danger. Now, before you start chalking this up as a inconceivable loss and just roaring the flags and being like, oh, this deck sucks. This deck got 65th place out of 312 players at the Germany Regional, I believe it was. Anyway, 312 players in attendance. This is actually relatively interesting to kind of denote here. I'm not disappointed in seeing the danger cards being used as hybrids. I talked about this a little while back, that a lot of people are trying to use the danger cards in kind of unique ways, kind of ways to take advantage of their engine. They definitely go well in fucking BA, because, like, you don't really give a fuck what you dump to the graveyard. I mean, it's just kind of about, yeah, it's value either way, what happens. So, I mean, just being able to, like, feed off of your other cards, it's kind of fun. And in a deck like Blue Eyes here, you know, danger cards, they're dangerous. Because, you know, you can dump off a bad level 8, try to draw some cards. You know, you might get a stone dropped in the graveyard. This stone even. So, just, I don't see any subsequential drawbacks to this. Also, level 8, I might add, kind of cool little synergy that you can do with the deck. I think a lot of people kind of, once again, it's Blue Eyes. You forget, level 8s are kind of good in the deck. So, finding more level 8s that you can kind of get access to outside of your standard alternative plus reviving a Blue Eyes, or, you know, trying to access older bad support cards. At the moment, I think what the new Rhapsody support card was something a lot of people kind of thought that they needed to go towards for Blue Eyes. And that seems to have kind of fallen to the wayside, especially looking at the current build here. So, this is Kevin Chirac? I'm probably mispronouncing that terribly. But this is his 65th place Blue Eyes Danger deck. I'm very impressed by the attendance here. This man had to have finished a very solid X3, I believe, out of 8 rounds. It's not particularly impressive for a lot of people, but we're here to look at the concepts and the theories of why these decks have a chance to be successful. Kind of give somebody else an idea, because you got to remember, you got to sow the seeds for the next generation. And if even one person on this channel takes a look at this deck and has inspiration to want to try it, then I have done my job as a reporter, trying to pass along information and things like that. So, keep that in mind. So, 3 copies of Ash Blossoms. Now, one of the things that this deck could do if you want to get super cheeky is you can drop 1 Ash, drop 1 Veiler, and play 2 Ogres. You could kind of try the different hand trap aspect. I, however, think in this particular build, 3 Ash Blossoms is pretty much going to be standard. You are a deck that turbos. You are a deck that should be seeing a lot of the resources. So, considering most of the time I think Blue Eyes wants to go second, considering your key plays and things like that, making sure that you can have probably one of the better hand traps at your disposal, at least, you know, going second, you'll be able to make that attempt and play that game. So I definitely think that 3 Ash is the appropriate way to go with this. Now, the more interesting thing about this build is we are playing 3 Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon, or 3 Blue Eyes Alternative. God, why did I say Malefic? So I've seen a lot of people switching to 2 of this in their builds. Yeah, remember, the hard restriction on his summoning conditions isn't a bad thing here. This build also is cut back on Blue Eyes, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. But 3 copies of Alternative. Once again, it's the level 8 you want to see. I think he was playing this deck just to make sure that we can turbo drop and go, and not really kind of worry about what our opponent wants to put onto the board or something like that. We're just using this as a means to drop, kill something, and continue on along with our day. So, once again, free resources, free value. It's doing more work than the normal Blue Eyes. Now, this deck is playing 2 copies of Danger Bigfoot. Being able to have this as another level 8, also having this as a means to get some troublesome bricky cards out of your hand, it's another resource that you have at your disposal. So, I mean, take advantage of it for what it's worth. I don't see any issues with playing this package, especially in such a small engine. We have one Nessie, just general recruitability and draw power. And then we have, oh, Jackalope over here. We'll let you special summon a danger from the graveyard. Once again, hello, level 8 friend. How are you today? Now, Dragon Spirit of White at 2. This has also been very standardized as of late. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a fucking Blue Eyes deck that's being successful playing more than 2 Dragon Spirit of White. I even kind of question 1 in the deck, but you get away with 2. I mean, popping back row is pretty good, I heard, so there's that. Now, 3 copies of Valor. I think one of the things that this deck kind of fears is the resolution of certain deadly monster effects. Granted, Ogre will still let certain effects resolve, depending on how things go, but also, Valor, I believe, yeah, at 1 level 1 light tuner. So yeah, Effect Valor is a searchable off of stage, so it gives you something else to kind of do its thing with. It's also a late level 1 tuner. I don't know how much that often comes up anymore in this deck, but searchable hand traps are good. I still don't disagree with the 2-2 hand trap split. Something you can try. 3 copies of Spit with Sage with Eyes of Blue. This feels very bulky. I've seen a lot of builds trying the 2 concept. I don't see anything wrong with it, but once again, committing that normal summon is the thing that kind of detours me about this card. Having the normal summon a level 1, 0, 1500 just to go search a light tuner doesn't seem like something I want to find myself doing every single game. I don't have better normal summons, but something happens to your Sage and something stops your play, you have a fucking 0 normal on your field that's doing nothing for you. So, just kind of something. I mean, you kind of double up with multiple Sages and do some cute things, but ugh. 3 copies of the Whitestone of Ancients. This has also become... once again, I've seen builds trying 2 of this. I don't know what the fucking trend with fucking trying 2 ofs and Blue Eyes at this current point in time is, but 3 Whitestones, 1 Whitestone of Legend. Yeah, this is fine. Pretty standard ratios, honestly. Only 2 copies of Blue Eyes. This card is an absolute brick in and in itself. This card does nothing to produce results, and it's a normal monster. I think playing 2 of this actually might have been one of the best calls I've seen from this. Problem with playing 2 is you are playing Desires. You can run into some brick issues. I'm not too worried about bricking, though, but, you know, percentiles and things like that can be against you. We have 1 copy of 1 for 1. Lots of cool things we can do with this card. 2 Desires. Once again, you're playing 2 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. I would try to make sure that we can go search a Blue Eyes so we have a resource for the whole game, or our whole fucking alternatives are going to be dead. Very risky playing 2 Desires with 2 Blue Eyes, but if you're having success with it all fucking day, there's no point in changing it. Triple copies of Return, nothing to change here. 1 copy of Soul Charge, Win Cons. Triple Melody. My only complaint with Blue Eyes is this card is a cost. You know how many times you cry when your opponent ashes your Melody? You're like, alright, cool. I've done my job. Said every player playing Ash ever. And then we have triple trade-in with triple Twin Twister. Back row really does nerf for this deck. Relatively hard, actually. Now, the extra deck down here, just 1 Underclock Taker, 1 Link Karibo. You gotta remember, I mean, you can at least toggle this out for Link Karibo, so I guess you get some sort of value. 2 True King of All Calamities. 1 copy of Doesn't Matter Dragon. Yeah, dropping your stones is pretty good. Kinda wish we were cool and we're playing the fucking Arc Brave package, but I'm a very ancient Blue Eyes player. I have really bad things I want to do. 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Full Armor, of course, 1 Cipher Blade, 1 Vermilion, 1 Omega, 1 Cloud Castle, 2 Spirit Dragons, 1 Moonlight, 1 Azure Eyes, and 1 of Contact Fusion Dragon. In the side deck, we have Triple Denkareka. This is actually a pretty cool tech. I actually haven't seen this in a while, but I mean, if you're going into a Sky Striker format, normal summon? Anybody? 2 copies of Gadara, Triple Gamma Seal with 1 Kaiju Slumber. You figure you'd diversify his Kaiju package a little bit, but interesting choice. And then Triple Shared Ride, Triple Evenly Matched, wrapping up this deck. Once again, we're here to look at the concept. We're here to see Was this a success? Oh, absolutely. I think trying out a weird ass deck like this and getting 65th place out of 312 players is amazing. You know, it's not top 64, it's not a top 16, it's not a top 32, but you know what? Come back next time, tune this deck up, try it for better results. Fuck it. That's what dueling is all about, and that's what testing is all about. So guys, that's all I got for this video. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. That's all I got, guys. Deuce Arena. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.